I cannot believe that there just isn't a single review out there on these boots. I've had these boots, kid you not, for many years. When I say many years, I mean many years. We're gonna take a look at these because I swear they are one of the best winter boots that I've ever owned. We're gonna take a look at them, the pros, the cons. Are they better than Uggs? Let's just check them out. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to review the famous Inuikii classic winter boot. I've had these boots since I was like 16, 17. I've had this one pair and one pair only, and I swear to God, it is one of the best winter boots I've ever had. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you the pros, the cons, if I would buy another pair, if I wouldn't. I'm a Uggs girly, so are they better than Uggs? I will tell you all about it, but let's check it out. Let's dive right in, discuss the pros, the cons, what I like about them, what I don't like about them. Let's just check it out. So first of all, let me show you a plus 5-year-old boot. This is the Inuikii classic winter boot in the color that's mentioned right there in the corner. I personally love this boot. It's not platformed. You can see that it's just a regular sized shoe, and this chocolate brown color for me goes so well with anything and everything. I'm wearing, for example, blue jeans today and a blue top, and I think that matches perfectly. I also match this with my Louis Vuitton bag, and I think that they just go so well together. I have size EU39. I also bought these in Europe, so I have not purchased these from the States. That is my regular size, so I do have size 39 in all of my other boots. That includes my Uggs, apart from the platform boot. And if you want to know why I don't have my regular size in my platform Ugg, check that video out because I'll tell you all about it. But in these boots, I have my regular size and it fits so perfectly. So I would not recommend sizing up or down. Regular size works with thicker socks, thinner socks, or even without socks. They're definitely cozy enough inside that you could probably be without socks, but I also don't think that that is the purpose of this shoe. I know that that is the purpose of the Ugg boot, but I don't think it is in this case. But either way, it works just fine with socks, thicker socks, non-socks in this boot. Let's take a close-up look to them. So take a look at the sole and inside of it. This is again the classic boot that does not have a platform. It's just a regular size sole, and for me that has been a go-to. It looks like this in the back. You have their logo. This area right here is actually a little thicker. I guess that is just to make sure that you have the support you need, and it definitely does give you that, but that is in a leather part, and then you have this suede portion right over here. You can see that the shoe and the boot itself consists of 3 different colors. So you can see that the sole itself has its own brown, but this leather portion right here has a little brighter grayish color to it, and then you have this chocolate brown suede, and that suede goes all across the boot, both in the front and in the back too. And this is one of the unique parts of this boot that I like. They do mix and match all these different shades, and I know that they do that for other colors too, which is really nice. You sort of lace them the way you want, but having the shoelace like this and having it in a double is the classic style that they recommend and have on most of their boots online. But let's try them on and see what they actually look like when I wear them. Charlie's hanging out in our testing area. As you see, so easy to put these boots on. Like, you can see that I did not have to force it by any means, and they fit perfectly. My toe here is right here up top. It's not too tight, it's not too loose, so perfect fit. In that sense, it's so easy to take on and off. Just to give you a sense once again of what they do look like on. Again, I do think it's a classic. You really can't go wrong with it. Like I said, I'm wearing a completely blue outfit and I think it looks so cute. And as you saw, they're so easy to put on and off. Like, it's never been a struggle. So 10 out of 10, I love that. And I could also totally see that, you know, now I have this brown color, but I would totally purchase like a gray, a navy blue, even a beige one like that, you know, you can never go wrong with. But I've sort of started to become a little obsessed with black in general, like black and gray, and I do think that that would be so cool too. And I'm just gonna take a final little spin here. I'm gonna put both of them on so you can see that too. Final spin right here. And this is what they look like from the front, like that. And they look like this from the back. Here's a close-up with the jean on too. Like I said, you can see that you have plenty of space here, but it's not unstable. And that is because you have the heel support right here, which really makes it quite a good boot because you never do feel unstable, but you also don't feel like it's too tight. And you can also take these down, but that's a style preference. Let's take a look at what these boots actually cost right now because, like I said, I've been having them for a couple of years, so the price most definitely have changed a little bit. On their own website, that's where you can find it under their winter boots section, so check it out there. You'll find it under their classics. And this is their high classic boot, not the low that recently got added to their assortment, but the price right now for these babies right here, which I've just been showing for you, are $349. I would definitely say that they are a little bit more on the expensive side, especially if you compare it to Uggs. However, like I said, and as you've been hearing, I've been having these for so many years and they have remained so intact. Whereas the Uggs, after a couple of years, you can see that the heel and these side portions actually start to come down and sink. And that is because you don't have the same support. But here you have thick leather, and you can see that you have a small section right here because of how I walk that has been a little damaged. That's it. So that's quite incredible. And let me grab my Uggs because I want to do a little comparison there so you can see the difference just in terms of looks, size, and feel. All right, so here you have the classic winter inuikii boot that we've been taking a look at. You have the platform Ugg, the ultra mini platform, and then you have the classic ultra mini Ugg boot. And you can see the comparison right here. The size of the sole in comparison to the platform is significantly different. Whereas if you compare the regular sized sole of the mini, you can see that that is quite similar to the inuikii. The one thing that is a massive difference here is that when you take a look at the suede feel on both of them, and the material of the sole, you'll notice quite a significant difference on the suede. You can see that the suede has actually stayed much more intact here on the inuikii boot versus the Ugg platform boot that I've only worn for a couple of months. Whereas for these, I've worn them for a lot of years. What's also interesting is that you'll see that the height of the boot is pretty high on this inuikii classic one. It's not too high. It lands in a similar height as if you have an ultra mini Ugg boot, but you also have
the height here on the platform, which is significantly different. So you can understand why you have better support with the inuikii boot, whereas the Ugg can feel a little wonky and clunky, particularly platform one. But you can see the height difference right there, which is nice if you actually wear these during winter, because you'll be warm and fuzzy, and the likeliness that you'll freeze and have cold ankles is not that high. And if we swap them out to the regular Ultra Mini Ugg, which I've been wearing for almost the same amount of years as these inuikii boots, you can see that the sole itself is not even close as damaged as the Ugg boot is. So you obviously have more strength and quality on the inuikii boot. Only take a look at the height and the size. This is quite interesting because you can see that they're pretty similar. So regardless of the fact that inuikii calls these boots high, I would say that they're not that high. They actually are in the same height as the Ugg boot. So that's a good comparison too.
And before we sum up, let's just take a closer look of the comparison of a platform boot and a non-platform boot. So close up right here, I have the Ugg platform boot, and you can see that it is the third of the size of the inuikii sole. And that's of course a preference, right? Like, do you want to have platform or non-platform? I know that the inuikis do have a pair of platform boots, so maybe check those out if you're interested. But as you saw, if I bring my nasty old Ugg up, you'll see that the classic sole of a regular Ugg has the same size. And lastly, if we just look at durability of the shoe in comparison to my Ugg, I mean, you can see a clear difference here. I have been wearing both of these boots in the same conditions. So winter, snow, rain. Of course, you probably should avoid rain and whatnot, but I've been wearing them in the same conditions for the same amount of years. And you can obviously see right here how well the inuikii has survived, whereas the Ugg hasn't. Okay guys, but let's wrap this up. I truly hope that this review has been helpful. I love, love, love my inuikii boots. For next season, I'm totally gonna buy a new pair, new color. They do come in such varying colors, classic ones, but also more unique ones, which is super, super fun. I would say, yes, you're paying a little bit more for these shoes than you do for a pair of Uggs, but double the price, double the quality, and you can see the difference. So I certainly do not think that you can go wrong with these. They are such a good winter boot, and if you're tired of wearing Uggs, check these out. The quality, the style, the looks, the durability, you can't go wrong with them. Okay, but that's it, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I truly hope that this review was helpful. If you want to know size differences, if you're maybe looking into Uggs in comparison, don't forget to check out my other videos. But if you like this video, don't hesitate to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more reviews. As always, I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have about this boot or any other questions that you have. Don't hesitate to comment if you have any questions whatsoever. I'm always happy to help. Thank you guys so much again for watching, and I hope I'll see you in my next video. Take care now. Bye bye.